When families sit down to choose a school, the very first number they evaluate is the tuition fee. It makes perfect sense on paper. But the world's most elite educational institutions operate differently. They strictly refuse to engage in price wars. There is a natural tendency to treat education like a standardized commodity. If two schools offer a math class, the logic suggests that the one charging less provides the better value for the consumer. This flowchart illustrates the danger of that exact logic. When a school attempts to compete on price, it triggers a downward spiral. Lowered tuition forces immediate resource cuts, degrading educational quality and driving away families. To balance the books, administrators almost always target the invisible pillars of a strong education: retaining experienced faculty, upgrading advanced facilities, and funding dedicated support staff. Top-tier institutions sidestep this trap entirely. They ignore the race to the bottom on price and choose instead to compete strictly on a different metric: long-term student outcomes. Institutional prestige depends on the caliber of graduates entering the workforce, a standard that remains long after a single year of tuition savings is forgotten. To accurately measure those outcomes, we have to start at the micro level, looking at the immediate, observable shifts happening inside a single classroom ecosystem. A high-functioning school deliberately engineers every environment to build capability. The debate team, the robotics lab, and the theater program operate together as a synchronized system to build student confidence and academic excellence in real time. A graduating student moves into the professional world, creating a feedback loop back to the current student body. Successful alumni provide tangible proof of concept, acting as a catalyst and giving younger students a clear target for their ambitions. That continuous flow of mentorship and inspiration takes standard short-term metrics like test scores and converts them into lifelong career achievements. A student's immediate engagement in the classroom sets the trajectory for their adult life. The value of that education compounds over decades, far outlasting a single semester. Those consistent, measurable outcomes form the basis for the next concentric circle of impact: deep, sustained partnership with parents. That parental trust inevitably bleeds outward. It crosses the campus boundary into the surrounding neighborhoods and begins to influence the local economy. The campus transforms into a central hub. It intertwines with civic leaders, healthcare workers, and business owners who rely on the school's stability. This cross-sectional diagram reveals the hidden machine required to build that external reputation. The school's internal operations, the library, administrative offices, and counseling centers, are represented as interconnected turning gears, functioning together as a singular outcome-generating engine. A prestigious community reputation is never an accident. It is the calculated output of this highly engineered internal ecosystem. Pulling back from the physical grounds forces us to ask what an educational institution actually represents on the grandest macro scale. The classroom serves as foundational infrastructure for a city, anchoring its long-term economic and civic development. There is a direct timeline stretching from a fully funded classroom experiment today to the creation of the skilled workforce that will sustain the broader economy tomorrow. Those specific educational environments yield the judges, the scientific innovators, and the civic leaders who will dictate how society functions. Which brings us back to that initial price tag. Evaluating a school based on short-term financial savings is a catastrophic miscalculation of what is actually at stake. Prioritizing these compounding outcomes ensures a continuous supply of the professionals who keep modern society functional across decades.